make it fast. To facts tight, gotta make this moment last. We bringing go half strip like in the candy with style. It's about to get wild. Let the Raiders roll. Yeah, let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told. We moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul. Yeah, we're Lunatik Raider. Always on the run. From the strip like two insights, navigate the night. Truth in every state, painted pictures so right. Love to with a real secret. Yo, I know the spirit is so star. Pull your orb in that you can't ignore. The heart of Vegas need. The voice you can't ignore. Let the Raiders roll. Yeah, let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told. Yeah, keep moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul. The Lunatik Raider Show, always on a roll. Skylights in the desert, feel the rhythm of the beat. We're setting in the stage, making history in the heat. Voices rise and fall in a city that never sleeps. Yeah, the Raider Show keeps spinning, the secrets Vegas keeps. Let the Raiders roll, let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told. Yeah, keep moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul. Yeah, the Lunatik Raider Show, always on a roll. The city like splash me, right to the biggest night news on the radio. About to hit another high, everything you wanna know. But the scoop make it fast. To facts tight, gotta make this moment last. We bringing go half strip like in the candy with style. It's about to get wild. Let the Raiders roll. Yeah, let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told. We moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul. Yeah, we're Lunatik Raider. Always on the run. From the strip like two insights, navigate the night. Truth in every state, painted pictures so right. Love to with a real secret. Yo, I know the spirit is so star. Pull your orb in that you can't ignore. The heart of Vegas need. The voice you can't ignore. Let the Raiders roll. Yeah, let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told. Yeah, keep moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul. The Lunatik Raider Show, always on a roll. Skylights in the desert, feel the rhythm of the beat. We're setting in the stage, making history in the heat. Voices rise and fall in a city that never sleeps. Yeah, the Raider Show keeps spinning, the secrets Vegas keeps. Let the Raiders roll, let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told. Yeah, keep moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul. Yeah, the Lunatik Raider Show, always on a roll.
And gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome.
They're here.
Rise, my nation. Gather around and prepare. Our pride will be restored. Our shadow will fall with wicked damnation.
Nation! What it is? Happy Thursday, man. Shout out to all y'all. Hope all is well with y'all. We amped up. It's Raider season. You know what it is. Welcome to another edition of the Lunatik Raider Show right here on Raiders Allegiance. Thank you guys on Instagram, Twitch, X, formerly known as Twitter, and yes, YouTube. We are live and direct, man, with today's show, man. We're going to talk about the new edition. And I ain't talking about Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, or Mike. Man, not even Johnny Gill. You feel me? We're talking about Raheem Moore. Oh, not Raheem Moore? Okay. Raheem Devine. Not the singer Raheem Devine? Who is he? Who is it, y'all, that we just signed? Oh, Raheem who? Raheem Raheem Mustard. Former Niner, former Miami Dolphin last year. Connections to Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly has his fingerprints all over this one. Let's matter of fact, let me get into the chat, man, before we get going, man. We gonna get it, man. Shout out to everybody out there. We got Eugene Powell writing the kisser, man. Hey, shout out to you, man. Thank you for pulling up. B Hal in the building. Billy Davis, what it is, my brother. Hope all is well. Sacktown Raider mother freaking fracking Mike in the building, man. Salute to you, my dude. Hope all is well. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. Who else we got up here? SoCal Sal in the building. Yes, sir. Mike G, what it is, my brother. Tops to you. Happy Thursday. Yes, indeed, man. We're going to do this shit right today, bruh. Yeah, we're going to do it right. Who else we got up in here? John Leon in the building, man. Salute to you. Hope all is well. Got to scroll down. Y'all, man, is way ahead of me. God dang, the good stuff. What it is, my brother. For real. Lawrence E in the building, man. What it is, man. Yes, indeed, man. We in here deep today, man. I like this. How many people we got in here right now? We got 45. Salute to the 45 in here. Hollow Point, you feel me? Salute, man. We're going to get into the show, man. Just give me one moment. Got to get everybody they love, man, for real. John Raider, what it is, my brother. Tops to you. What happened? Patriots took Chase on. Oh, we lost Chase on. But you know what? You kind of read the writing on the wall. Here's one thing. We lose Chase on, but we did re-sign who? Malcolm Kuntz. You still got Tyree. You still got, I think, Snowden they kept too. We'll get into it, man. Like I said, you build your team through the draft. I got a breakdown of that showing you guys exactly how do you correctly build an NFL franchise. I see people posting shit, calling John Spytek, Coupon John. But when you don't know what the fuck you talking about when it comes to building a roster, I wouldn't expect you to say anything intelligent anyway. So let's go ahead and continue on. Let me see. John Raider, we got in here. SoCal Sal, Sack. Let me see anybody. Larry, what it is, man? Salute to you, man. Thank you for pulling up. Yeah, man. We made a move. They call him D-Nice. Hey, D-Nice in the building, man. What it is, my brother, for real. I'm still got to get that clip, bruh. Hey, every time you pop up, I'm going to play it for you. My name is D-Nice. Hey. Oh, my goodness, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Raider Fool Chris, what it do? Salute to you, man. Hope all is well. Yes, indeed, man. I'm trying to get caught up, man. I'm almost down here to where y'all at right now. Arnie Garza in the building. My guy, man, what it is. Yes, sir. Let me see. You got John in the building. Raider Fool, SoCal, Billy Davis, Larry in the building, man. Barrio Clips TV, man. Salute, man. And I see you. I got you one time with the...
Matter time. There you go.
Salute to you. Ja. Let's see. Post him up. What he saying, man? Sucks. Chase on gone. I thought he was gonna be back too, bruh. So look, with New England getting some of our former players, is that Raiders East? I'm just curious because y'all was saying that's what the Raiders were. We were what were we? New England West? You know what I mean? Is that now Raiders East? New England? Because what? Chase on went over there. Who else came over there? Spillane went over there. You know what I mean? Hey, maybe the Raider way is now maybe the Patriots is trying to adopt the Raider way with McDumbass. You feel me? Yeah, I didn't want to see. I thought Chason would be good for our depth. We know he wasn't starting or nothing, but the depth. But we're going to get into a breakdown on how to build a franchise, the approach you want to take, and it's going to break it down lovely and give you examples of teams who done it the wrong way and the right way. And Pete Carroll's in the little breakdown, but we're going to get to it in just a minute, y'all. Give me 1 minute. Let me see who else we got up in the building, man. We got everybody else in here is the same family members. Raider Dre in the building, man. What it is, man. Salute to you. Hope all is well. Shout out to everybody that's here for the first time, man. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like, notification, share it, all that good shit. Because once we hit 3,000 subs, right now we are at 2230. 2,230 subs. We get to 3,000. It will be a TV giveaway to one lucky subscriber. That's right. We are giving away a brand new TV for this upcoming season for y'all to rock out to, man. Tailgate at home. Take the TV with you to the tailgate. It's going to be a nice size TV. So something you can, you know what I mean? Throw it in the man cave or whatever you want to do with it. It's on you. But one lucky subscriber will get it once we hit 3,000. Wow. You feel me? We on our way, man. We've been doing good thanks to you guys. Like I say, without you, there's no me. And without us, there's no nation, man. We stand as one. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all, you know, being part of this. You know what I mean? It's all about us, man. That's why it's Raiders allegiance. We all pay allegiance to the Raiders, man. Silver and black. Let's go. All right, man. So let me get down to it. Let me give y'all love. Shout out. And you already see what it say on the cup. What is it? How many nations is there? One nation. And it's called, ooh, that burp felt good too. Raider Nation. Salute to y'all, man. Like I say, without you, there's no me. Without us, there's no nation. There's only one nation. That's the Raider Nation, man. Salute. All right. Let's get into the show, shall we? As you guys know, we added another free agent yesterday. Nothing to move the needle, but I know exactly what SpyTech is doing. Right now, SpyTech is building depth on this team. Depth and competition. We lost a couple of running backs, and it's crazy because Madison, he goes and signs with Miami. We take Mostert, and speaking of which, we're talking about Mostert, Raheem Mostert. Y'all know him from the Niners, from Miami. Chip Kelly had him with the 49ers. So he knows what Chip Kelly's going to try to implement offensively. A good veteran. I know he's 32 years old. He played in 13 games last year, 85 carries, 278 yards rushing, 3.3 yards per carry with only 2 touchdowns. But he's here to help because what you got to look at is what SpyTech is doing. Look at all these one-year deals. I guarantee you, I can guarantee you, we go in the draft, we're drafting these same positions. He's forecasting to us what they're looking at in the draft. Which running back? I agree. Hella running backs. You feel me? Corners? I agree. Go get you a corner. Unless these young corners you brought in, you let them compete and see, because we got corners. They just young. You still got Jack Jones. You know what I mean? You bring in Lonnie. You know what I mean? You bring in guys like that. You bring in Stokes. We got corners. Let them compete. And whoever wins and does a good job gets an extension next year to become the starter. But this is all competition and depth. Regardless on who wins the outright competition at corner, whoever don't is the depth, is the backup, is what we need. So he's going through free agency, and this is what you do. You fill your depth. You fill little holes here and there. Sometimes you splurge, spend big money on somebody, but you know that's somebody to come right in and win, you know, and plug and play. Plug and play. That's why I felt about offensive guards is get them in free agency because they can come in right now and play. You don't have to develop them out of college and let them make their mistakes and get them to where you want them to be. They're already there. So that's why it makes sense. I understand the Kappa. Alex Kappa move was not nothing to move the needle. What he is depth and he's competition. Plain and simple. So you know what I mean? And as a guard, you can kind of cover flaws on the guard because he has help on the left and the right side of him. He's not out on an island like a left tackle or a right tackle. He's stuck between the center and the tackle. So he has help. So that's why I'm not really too. Alex Smith is not. I said Alex Smith. Kappa. I'm not tripping off of that. I understand what the intentions of that signing was. Just like Mostert. Just like Mostert. He's that one guy that you bring in as a veteran that knows what Chip Kelly wants, and then on Sundays we can all be on the sideline and yelling. You feel me? We can all yell that shit. But yeah, man, I understand the move. Like I said, it's not moving the needle as far as him being a starter. That's telling me we're drafting a running back. Madison is gone. Is Abdul what you call it? He's gone. I heard that Zamir White is on the trading block. And if he don't get traded, what do you do? Release him? So they're moving on at the running back position. This is a good veteran to bring in. He's not there to get 1,000-yard rushing for us, but I guarantee you that dude that we do, is it Genty? What about what's dude name? Martinez from Miami? You the two dudes from Ohio State? I mean, there's so many running backs in this draft, man. Scatterboo, Monangai. I mean, we can go on and on. They got guys in here that we are going to go get. I'm not worried about running back. We know now. I'm understanding with the addition of Mostert, we are going in the draft to get our starting running back. Ain't no doubt about it. Come on now. You think Spike Tech is going to go through a draft and not draft one running back and we got what we only have? Hell no. So running back is most definitely on the list. Linebacker is most definitely on the list. Even though we added old boy from Pittsburgh. We still need to add. What else we gonna do? Don't forget we lost Spillane and Divine Diablo. I know we got the Eichenberg. Hey, shout out to Severe Raider, his favorite linebacker. Eichenberry. No, Eichenberry. Ain't that a cereal? Eichenberry. It is, ain't it? Ain't Eichenberry a cereal? You have Count Chocolate. No, it wasn't. Was it Count Chocolate? And Eichenberry, which was the Frankenstein cereal. Frankenberry. I'm tripping. I'm the old school shit, boy. I be on one. Shout out to everybody out there, man. We get into this motherfucking chat one time, man. It's James Farpo in the building, and you already know what it is.
I'm out of time. There you go. There you go.
There you go. You know what I mean? I love that shit. Let me make sure make sure we got everybody on point. You know what I mean? Let me see. Raider Boo Berry. Thank you. Boo motherfucking Berry too. That's the other one. Man, hey, cereals was the shit as a kid, bro. Every fucking video game and cartoon had a cereal. I remember Pac-Man, Donkey Kong. Y'all was stuck on Kicks with no sugars. They was bragging that no sugar. Remember you used to put sugar on your motherfucking cereal? Cornflakes and sugar? Your Raisin Bran? Y'all was eating Raisin Bran and shit? Honeycomb? Come on, bruh. Cinnamon Toast Crunch? What? Let's go get a big old bowl and watch cartoons. That's how I'm gonna be this year watching football. I'm just gonna get a big ass Tupperware bowl of cereal with a big ass wooden spoon. I want the wooden spoon with holes in it so I can keep recycling the milk. Shout out to everybody. Okay, let's continue this discussion on. So we understand what exactly Raheem Mostert is here for. He's not here to move the needle. Motherfuckers talking that coupon John shit. Yeah, he's getting good deals for depth. We're adding depth with one. And matter of fact, he signed a 1-year deal for $2.1 million. Ooh, we broke the bank. You know what I mean? And there go James Farpo again. God dang it, James. You always doing this shit.
I'm out of time. There you go.
Shout out to all y'all, man. Yeah, Chason signed elsewhere, but that's not. We would like for him to stay, but it doesn't change nothing. What does that change? Does it make us weaker? I wouldn't be surprised they go into the draft and they grab a defensive end. They grab linebackers. They grab running backs. We know wide receiver definitely. We short at that shit, especially when you let Tucker go. Not Trey Tucker, but DJ Damn, man, I'll be drawing blanks like a mother. I'll be getting excited on this show, bro. Hey, y'all don't know this. Here's a secret. I wear condoms when I do the show because I get excited. And I don't want to keep going up to the bathroom. No, I'm fucking with y'all, man. That's some lunatic humor. Hey, shout out to everybody out there, man. All right, so we're going to get into some more. I'm going to present to you guys. I found this little breakdown, which made perfect sense. He gave examples of past franchises when it comes to the approach of how to build a franchise. There's a wrong way and a right way to do it. It's going to tell you everything that it addressed. And just think of all the moves we made while this guy is breaking it down to us. And you'll be like, you know, that's exactly what we did. That's exactly. And then he's going to mention Pete Carroll with Seattle, how they did it. Everything that makes a successful franchise, we done did. We done traded players for picks. We done let players walk for compensatory picks. You're going to hear all that shit. So let me go ahead and line it up for y'all, man. Let me turn off this music so y'all can hear this breakdown of how a franchise is built.
The Dallas Cowboys went 1-15 3 years before winning the first Super Bowl of their 1990s dynasty. The Seahawks went 5-11 just 4 years before winning Super Bowl 48. And Bill Belichick led the Patriots to a 5-11 record the year before their first Super Bowl victory. How did these champions turn it around so quickly? Believe it or not, it's just 4 steps. 4 incredibly difficult, time-draining, insanely expensive steps. Step 1. A GM and coach working together in a shared vision. That's the very first thing any team needs for a successful rebuild. The potential catch is that organizations need to be patient as a GM and coach execute their plan. But if you don't have the right coach or front office, you potentially waste several years of everyone's lives. Just look at the Jaguars. The team's roster slowly improved over the last 4 years, but the results didn't. Gus Bradley was fired 4 years into amassing the worst coaching record in NFL history. Step 2, get extra draft picks. Your team is bad, and when your team is bad, you can't even attract quality free agents. So you need all the young, cheap talent you can get your hands on. You can do that by trading down in the draft, getting compensatory picks by letting free agents walk, and by trading your players for extra picks. The best example of this was Cowboys coach Jimmy Johnson sending Herschel Walker and some late-round draft picks to Minnesota for a massive haul that produced several key pieces of the Dallas dynasty of the 90s. Important note, you must actually use the draft picks you get for this to work. In 1999, the Saints traded their entire draft to Washington just for the right to draft Ricky Williams. Why didn't this lead to a Washington dynasty? Because they bundled 4 picks in a trade to the Bears, who wasted the picks on cigarettes and lotto tickets. Step 3, draft with a vision and coach players up. It's not enough to accumulate the draft picks and fill out the roster with cheap contracts. Cleveland had 2 first-round picks 3 times since 2012, and they Brownsed it up every time. Compare that to when Pete Carroll and GM John Schneider took over the Seahawks. They hit on early round picks and made defensive stars from late round picks that fit Carroll's defensive scheme. Cam Chancellor and Richard Sherman weren't guaranteed to be surefire NFL stars for whatever team drafted them. They were put in a system that favored their strengths and helped by a coach whose specialty is the secondary. Step 4, a quarterback. As the most difficult position in all of pro sports, quarterback is also the most important. But because good ones are so hard to acquire and so expensive, quarterback should be the last piece of the puzzle teams worry about. Assemble a good team first, and you can drop in a mediocre veteran or bring along a young prospect slowly. Russell Wilson and Tom Brady both won Super Bowls, with critics dismissing them as game managers. How not to do it? Draft Sam Bradford first overall, then watch him get destroyed as you build the most fearsome defensive line in the league. Or trade a whole bunch of picks to get a quarterback worse than Bradford. Basically, just don't be the Rams. Extra draft picks, good drafting and coaching, a common vision from front office to coach, and a quarterback who can execute it all. Rebuilding an NFL team has a straightforward blueprint, but the materials are rare and construction is a huge pain in the
And there you have it. And that's a lot of things that we're doing. We see the relationship between a John Spytek and a Pete Carroll. We see that we traded Devontae Adams, got a 3rd round pick, flipped it for Geno Smith. You know what I mean? We last year you have free agents that left like Josh Jacobs, Josh Jacobs left, and who else left also? There was two of them that left, main ones that left, and then we ended up getting 2 6-round picks, which we're going to use this year. What do? That's later rounds. Could it be defensive players that Spytek and Carroll have their eyes on to make defensive stars, like they mentioned? You know what I mean? Quarterback, you got to make sure you don't just have everything. You have your quarterback, but don't have no offensive line. Our offensive line been in the build the last 3 years. We've been building it, trying to get the right pieces. You know what I mean? I see Carroll getting the pieces that fit his type of defense. How do I know? Because you kept in 6'4" Isaiah Palomar. Then you signed a 6'3" Jeremy Chin and a 6'2" Lonnie Johnson Jr. And you also got a 6'1" Eric Stokes. Secondary, big, long secondary has more area to cover and defend. He likes his big second. He like big corners and safeties. And that's exactly what we, come on. Our safety tandem is 6'4" and 6'3", and they're hitters. Palomar and Jeremy Chin are hitters. And you can't put them on a 6'5" tight end. They're building their defense the way. It's not the nation of boom where we redesigned it. It's the nation of boom. You know what I mean? It's the nation, not the legion, the nation of boom. Because we about to lay it on fools, bruh. You go get a linebacker that was exactly in the mirror image of how we got Spillane. Spillane left Pittsburgh. We brought him here. He flourished. What you think this dude, what is dude, Eldrin, I think his name is Eldrin, what he's going to do? Same shit. He's a thumper. Go watch his highlight reel. You see number 50 shooting like a missile, shooting like a premature ejaculation. You feel me? He's Adam. And you see the little if you guys seen the press conference and the interview with him, he's telling you. He's telling you what he's going to do. And he's going to do it. Now you add other linebackers with him. What if we do get out there and get a Jihad Campbell from Alabama? Walker from Georgia, and put them with him. They're going to build this team, and they're doing it right. You build your team through the draft. Watch what happens. These guys that we're adding in free agency, we have to have, well, matter of fact, before camp start, we got to have 90 motherfuckers on this team. How do you get 90 without signing guys like this? You think you're going to spend $20 million on everybody? You're not going to have enough players to fill out your roster. So you got to go get these cheap prove-it deals, which once these guys prove it, if they prove themselves worthy, then they come back. If not, you let them walk and find somebody to replace them. And maybe you just drafted the guy who does replace them. So I understand what you're trying. There's a method to the madness. For people to think that we're scared to spend money. No, you don't just go spending money on the first thing you see. You get the shit you need right. Who's going to back up the guys we draft? Because you know the first few rounds that, like they said, you got to hit on your early round picks. First, second, and third, we got to hit on. We got to hit on our first, second, and third. Everything else is going to fall in place, especially as deep of a draft this is. You can expect to get talent at 4 and 5 as well. Guaranteed. So you have the possibility of knocking out the park on the first 5 picks. Then the 3 6s and the 7 you have left. Now you start adding young dudes that you can develop. Either they're going to remain depth or they're going to eventually become starters. But that's why I'm more interested in the draft. I want to see what guys they're focused on. Who do they value? And at what position do they value them at? You know what I mean? Do they value a wide receiver over a running back? And that's enough. We're going to have that discussion again with running backs and wide receivers when it comes to McMillan and Genty. Because I keep going back and forth on this, and I keep coming up with things that counter the argument back and forth. So I'm stuck in the middle. You know what I mean? A lot of people will look at the draft. We're going to get into that in the middle in a minute, but just let me shout out, make sure everybody here. Oh, yeah. Garner Minshew is now with the Kansas City Chiefs, and that's nothing to worry about. That's nothing to worry about. It ain't like he knows Chip Kelly's playbook. he ain't been here for the Chip Kelly era. So good luck with trying to pass on information to Kansas City so they can get a leg up on us, because we could have swept their ass this past year. First game, they beat us by a touchdown. Second game, we fumbled the field goal to win it with no time left. You got lucky against a team that was mediocre. At best, we were mediocre. No quarterback, no O-line as far as the development of it, and no running back. Go figure. It's going to be a different story this year, though. I promise. We're going to score more than 17 points. You know, we're going to score more than a 17 this year. Because it's not, like I said, it's not a rebuild, bruh. People keep saying, oh, it's a rebuild. How is a rebuild? Look at your team. Palomar was already here. Jacorian Ben is already here. We know we lost Spillane. You still got Eichenberg, whatever dude name is. You lost Diablo. So the linebacker core is something you're going to have to address. Masterson, that might be, you know what I mean? Who knows what they going to plan to do with him, but I doubt it's starting lineup material. Then you look at your defensive line. Max Crosby was already here. Wilkins was here, but he got hurt. You brought back Adam Butler. He was already here. Kuntz was already here. How's the defensive line a rebuild and all four of them is the same guys that was here last year? I'm just saying. I'm just, hey, don't shoot the messenger. Then we look at offense. Colt Miller was already here. JPJ was here. Glaze was here. Munford was already here. You know, come on, bruh. How's it a rebuild and all these guys are the same? Jacoby Meyer was already here. Brock Bowers was here. Michael Mayer was here. Trey Tucker's already here. How's that a rebuild? Quarterback is new, but we needed an upgrade at that motherfucking position anyway because who we had was Trizash. Yes. So that's a new addition. But everybody else, majority of the team is fucking the same. We just upgrading different positions. That's why people don't understand what a rebuild, you come in and you strip it down. For instance, you got a house. How do you rebuild your house? You don't just knock down one bedroom. That's not a rebuild. That's a remodel. When you add another room to the house, when you take out a room, that's a remodel. That's not a rebuild. A rebuild is let me knock your shit down and build it all over again. That's a rebuild. They not knocking this shit all the way down, bruh. Even your defensive coaches is the same. You got a new GM and a new head coach and a new offensive coordinator, which our offense was wretched. Our offense was terrible, bruh. That's what you had to fix. Our defense is the one that, if we were afloat, it was because of the defense. And now you bring back Butler. You got Kuntz coming back, going to be healthy. So we kept him. Now you start adding a long, lanky secondary that allows them to cover more area space out there in the oh my God. Hitters, if you run the ball, you're gonna regret it. Come on, bruh. There's a lot more to this than what people just perceive. And some people's perception is fucking fucktardish. I got a new word. Some people's perception is fucktardish. They're not real fucktard, but it's fucktard-ish. Kind of fucktard. You know what I mean? I'm not going to give them the full, what they say on Tropic Thunder, you never go full retarded because you'll never come back from it. You know what I mean? Shout out to the people that is retarded. Hey, ain't no love lost. I treat y'all like anybody else. You can get it too. Salute. That's the key in life. You treat everybody equal. Handicapped or not. So all you crippled, cockeyed motherfuckers out there, we love you. If you represent the Raiders, we don't care if one of your eyes cocked this way. You know what I mean? We don't care if all you got is one thumb on each hand. I seen a video. Hey, that motherfucker was making hot dogs and everything with his elbows and thumbs. Salute to you. You the real MVP, for real. Let me see what else we got. Ray Love in the building, man. Salute. J-Dog in the building, man. Salute. J-Dog cracking up. Hey, welcome to Lunatic. Come on, bro. The name alone, you knew what to expect. You feel me? My old man was an original season ticket holder. Oh shit, there go holder this Raiders first year. Okay. Hey, you crippled and cockeyed, but you know what's more important? You're a Raider. I treat everybody the same. I don't pick out nothing, no flaw. Look, I'm fucking blind. Right now, I'm looking at a TV screen and reruns of MASH, but I'm not. I'm doing a podcast. I just look at the camera because I know where the camera. I think the camera right here. Is the camera right here? Right? It's right here. So yeah, bro. Hey, it's nothing. Fuck it. We are who we are. There ain't no. Don't be ashamed of whatever it is. You got any ailments? You might look. You think Dion tripping because he only can stand 8 toes down? 8 toes is just as good as 10. He still stand upright. You feel me? So hey, don't be ashamed if you cockeyed and crippled. You hear. You hear. That's what a lot of times I think we take life for granted sometimes. A lot of us go through shit. A lot of us go through shit. But the fact that we're still here is the miracle. You feel me? So hey, salute to you, man. Hey, handle your business. You know what I mean? And we accept you as the blind, crippled, and crazy cousin. But you're a writer though, so we got your back. Hey, can't nobody else talk bad about you. We could talk, you know, mate. What's the old saying? Only I can fight my brother. Ain't nobody else gonna put hands on my brother. I can fight him, but can't nobody else do it. And that's just the way we gonna rock. One nation. Hey, salute to you, man. Hey, for real, you always welcome here. I'm gonna crack my jokes, but hey, it's no love lost, bruh. SoCal Sound. Reruns of, oh, that's what I'm watching. Reruns of Sanford and Son? That's crazy. Ugh. I find it strange with my finger though. My dad always say if you can't see, just whatever's wet, that's where you stick it in. Cool Kev. I fuck with Cool Kev too. Cool Kev. What's up with it, man? I'm on with Cool Kev. Kev, why you don't do no motherfucking podcasting or that's not for you? Let's go. Let's tear some shit up. Cool Kev. I don't think the world ready for it, but fuck it. When are they ready for anything? You feel me? Let's ruffle some feathers together, bruh. Shit. He said, wait, but hold on. What he said? What if both holes are wet? Then I guess you're gonna have to rock, paper, and scissor that shit. You feel me? You're gonna have to rock, paper, and scissor it with which one she gonna let you hit. Okay, babe, I got 2 wet holes. One's like chocolate, the other's like lotion. You better chase the lotion. I almost threw up in my mouth. Oh shit. Navy vet, what it do? Salute to you, man. Tops. All right, we're gonna talk about here. Now, I'm gonna tell you the dilemma I got with the draft. It's not a bad thing, it's a good thing because there's Night Owl. What it is, man. Salute to you. Let me see who else we got up in here, man. So nobody go through him because he's the shit and he knows the facts. Who Barry Gordy? Or who Barry the Flash? Let me see who else. Oh, we got Willie Wayne in the building. James Farber always hitting the. Oh, he hit him with the motherfucking Raiders. I always gotta hit you every time they do that.
From out of town. There you go.
My 2 cents. What it do, man? Salute to you. Thank you for pulling up. All right, we're gonna get into the discussion of the draft, man. I'm like, we keep having the same discussion. I'm stuck in the middle. I'm gonna keep it a buck. What choice to go, what route to go with, and why. You know what I mean? And it's not neither. I don't think we can go wrong at number 6 unless you just do something hella stupid. But there's too many top quality type. I did a mock draft, man. Do you know Cam Ward fell to me at 6? Cam Ward fell to me at 6. You know, and what universe did that happen? I don't think this draft, as far as the top few picks, is set in stone as some of us may think. There's gonna be a wrench thrown into this shit, bruh. And it's gonna throw everybody in the draft for a loop. Somebody, I even had one word. Look, Travis Hunter fell to us at 6, bruh. What do you do? What do you do if you get a Travis Hunter at 6 there for you? But you also got a Genty and a McMillan and a Graham. Shador Sanders. I mean, bruh, what do we do? It's crazy. It is crazy. It is crazy. Let me see. Got everybody in the building, man. We all here. Okay. So here's my thing with the draft. and going off of what I just said. You come to the point at number 6 in the draft, right? All this draft is so deep. All this talent is right there at 6. I know this look like you funneling some balls, but these are all the picks that fall to number 6. Say there's a Graham there, right? Defensive tackle. Then you got, what if a Travis Hunter is there too? Corner/wide receiver. Then you got a Genty, running back. McMillan, another wide receiver, 6'4", big target, athletic freak. You know what I mean? What if all these guys is there? That's why I was, my first thought was, we'll trade back and get one of them. But wait a minute, you can't just do it. It can't be that easy because you figure you're in a draft. Now you got to start looking long-term in the draft. What positions are deep? We know running back is deep. So missing out a Genty is not going to kill you. If you miss out on Genty, there's other running backs that can come in and do the same shit. Now, some people expect him to do it on a higher level, but you're comparing apples to oranges because Boise State, Mountain West, compared to SEC and Big Ten type team running backs. You know what I mean? It's a difference, bro. A difference of competition. You're only as good as your opposition. If you got weak opposition, you're going to look great. If you got great opposition, you're going to have to grind it out. For instance, look at the Super Bowl. We knew what the running back Saquon Barkley did. But when he got into the Super Bowl, that shit stopped. Why? Because he went up against a damn good defense against the run in Kansas City. That's why Jalen Hurts had to have the 70 yards rushing to add to that. That's why it's very important to have a dual threat quarterback too that's mobile, because he can help with the run game when the run game is stopped. So you can stack the box, but it's hard to stack the box against a quarterback because you don't know if he's going to hand it off, if he's going to pull it, if whatever you know what I mean? And just that split second of you having to decide and know what you're seeing and what you're looking at and to react is a second too long that play is going to get away from you. So it's to react it takes more time than to act. We know that because I'm the one doing the motion. You're the one reacting off the motion. So there's going to be a second or two depending on how fast you can compute and see what's going on in front of you and make it, you know what I mean? Make it an action. But with the draft, we're deep at running back in the draft. So we know that Genty, if we don't get Genty at 6, it's not, oh, the world is over. Not even close. Then you look at wide receivers. We see McMillan, tall receiver, hands, athletic, fast, 4.5 40. But you have wide receivers in this draft that's just as big as he is that brings the same attributes. May not be on the same level. Savion Williams. There's another wide receiver from Iowa State, 6'4", 217, I think he was, and ran a 4.4 840. Savion Williams was a 4.4 940 at 6'5", 224. So there's big targets at wide receiver if that's what you're looking for your offense. You don't have to get them at number 6. Now, McMillan is arguably the number 1 wide receiver. You got to put Travis Hunter in the same mix. But you have a potential of both of those guys being there at 6. But we know that the depth of wide receiver, there's wide receivers in here, but the quality of them is not equal to what the running backs are. So my theory would be you would not go running back 6, but you would more likely go wide receiver instead of running back. because of the depth issues in the draft. Because later on, the wide receiver talent is going to fall off. I think the running backs can be sustained for a while. You know what I mean? Before the drop off in talent. There's a lot, especially for what you're trying to do. There's a gang of running backs in this draft that you can rely on. So I don't think you would have to go early to a running back. But here's the thing that makes me flip that. We know that our offense is going to be predicated around running the ball, running it a lot. Well, we don't have no running backs right now. We only got like a couple. And I know Zamir is somebody that rumors were that he's on the trading block. So I don't believe he fits what they're trying to do. So he could be out the door. We just heard Madison going to sign with Miami. So he's gone. Laube, with special teams is all I see him doing right now until he proves himself and not turn over balls. So you would think if you're going to be run heavy and we don't have any running backs, do you shoot for the best right now with Genty and who's the old boy out of North Carolina? That's another one too. Then the two guys out of Ohio State that Chip Kelly's familiar with. You can get them later, and they will serve a purpose because both of them rushed for over 1,000 yards in college on the same team. So that's something you can let happen later, or do you go now because that's your weak link right now? You're more weaker at running back than you are a wide receiver because we got Bowers, we got Trey Tucker, we got Jacoby Meyer. At running back, we got who do we got at running back right now on the roster? We got Zamir White, Sincere McCormick, Laube, and we just added Mustard. We just added, I just keep fucking with y'all, but we just added Mustard. So he's not our future at 32 years old. No, he's depth. He's a depth piece and a veteran that knows Chip Kelly's system. So I understand that, but then you figure if you're there, and say for instance, Shedeur Sanders is there. We know Geno Smith is not the answer for years to come. He's 34 going on 35. Who's after him? Who do we have in line, or do we kick that can down the road and say we'll address that next year's draft or the year after that draft? In the meantime, we're okay with Geno Smith. But what if Geno Smith goes down with an injury, God forbid? Then what? AOC? Minshew gone. He a queef now. He not only do we eat boogers, he suck queefs. He suck with the queefs. So there's a lot of shit you got to factor in, bro. What if Cam Ward is there at 6? I mean, bruh, Graham. You don't even really have to do Graham because you did bring back AB, and you got Wilkins coming back. But god dang, bruh, he's gonna be a beast too at defensive tackle. So that's why it's number 6. And then if you really want to try to do your build right, you have to trade back, bruh. You have to trade back to get picks to add some of these other good guys to fill the foundation. Not holes, fill the foundation because there's still foundational. We need a star running back. We need a star number 1 wide receiver. We need a star fucking linebacker. You know, I mean, can we get some guys that get out there and like, oh, we got us one. It's a lot of things you got to factor in, man. And it's like there's so many roads to travel to get there. You can go down with a wide receiver, a corner, a safety, not even a safety, a tackle, an edge. What way do you go? Shout out to my 2 cents, man. I appreciate you, man, for doing your thizzle, my nizzle. He says, cheers to a solid draft. Man, let's go. And he got the right. You already know what we got to do to celebrate this one.
I'm out of town. There you go. There you go.
But you would have to be a dumbass to not hit in this draft. To not hit. This draft is so deep, you would want to have extra picks. This is where I'm essentially getting to. You would want extra picks in a draft this fucking deep, bruh. Because you can address so many positions foundationally to really Put something there of substance so the future is bright every year. Every year will be mentioned as a contender. Getting a quarterback now is one of them things. Get a young quarterback. Put him behind Geno, because then we know our future is extended. It's not just 4 or 5 years now, depending on a deal that we give Geno. Maybe it's only a 2-year deal. Then if it's only a 2-year deal, who do we have after those 2 years? If it's a 5-year deal, who do we have after them 5? He'll be 40. Who's after that? What, then we got to go, what, another 20 years trying to get the right combination of players and coaches to make? Come on, bruh. We lining up shit to have. This is like a relay. Imagine the 4x100 relay. You're in the Olympics. You're doing 100 meters, 4 of y'all. Who's getting the baton? When it's time for Pete Carroll to say, I'm done, who's getting the baton? There's a couple of candidates on his team already. Patrick Graham could be a candidate if he's still here. Because you got to remember, it's a 3-year deal for Pete Carroll with a 4th-year team option. So he could be here for the next 4 years. But after him, who's next? Who's next? Robbie Leonard? That's a good one. Chip Kelly? That he can learn what the system will already be in place. So I don't think Chip Kelly can come in and fuck it up. Spytek is going to be here. He's the GM. There is nothing else after GM that I don't think he wants to be president or nothing. He wants to be a GM. This is the end all be all for that line of work, being a GM. So he'll be here until he's not. But who's handing the baton off from Pete Carroll? We got options. We got good candidates that can be groomed up. We all believe Patrick Graham should become a coach eventually. We believe Chip Kelly tried it a couple of times. But I think now he's in a situation now where everything is already going to be instilled. It's kind of like Pittsburgh. It didn't matter that Morris came in and became head coach. The system was already in place. So it's like we just kept that going. St. Raiders have been through it. John Madden left after he won the Super Bowl and he retired. They didn't change they brought in who? The assistant head coach became the head coach and won 2 more Super Bowls with us. So it's like you got to have that. We got to go by that analogy and that blueprint, because then we won't be lost with our hands tied behind our back trying to figure out who's going to be the coach next. I know they already know. They didn't promise nobody. They probably told Chip Kelly, that's why he's making so much money. Patrick Graham, but his job, if he can become a head coach before his time with us to be a head coach is available, we got to let him go. That's 2 third-round picks if he gets hired as a head coach elsewhere. You get a 3rd round this year, or not after this year, be next year. So you get 2 third-round picks in 2 years if Patrick Graham gets a head coaching job. That's assets we can use to build this team furthermore. So that means if Patrick Graham becomes a head coach the next 2 drafts, we automatically off the bat have 2 3rd-round picks back-to-back years. Top 3 is where you want to hit your mark. We had 2 thirds, remember? We flipped one for Geno this year. So they got the blueprint already, you know what I mean, already ready. We got to get the players and win now. So that's why Mustard is important. That's why these guys coming off of rookie deals are important, because you don't have to, they can continue to develop, but they better be more developed from their rookie year than they are now. I hope so, or the team they came from is shit when it comes to developing talent then. We can't afford that. You know what I mean? But, I mean, we're all solid. Let me get to the chat, man. I don't want to miss any of y'all's questions. Shout out to Barry, but the futures break as in. Hey, y'all. Hey, shout out to Retarded Barry. We got Retarded Barry in the chat, man, who wear spandex jerseys because his gut, he got a dick do. You know, his belly stick out further than his dick do. Oh, we could go. Oh, yeah, I got a victim, y'all. He said Gators. Who's your weak-ass team? They probably an inbred team. It's the kind of team that like brother and sister got together and had a baby because they thought that their bloodline was so pure, but then that motherfucker's born with parvo. So you were probably born with parvo. Or what's the, come on, I'm trying to paint this picture. What's this picture, man? You still play with cockroaches in your kitchen? You you trying to reenact 300 with the cockroaches in your kitchen? You put them in the dish rack and you blow the whistle and they fight. That's your UFC. This motherfucker paint numbers on the back of roaches and make them race. All right, number 3. You come on, number 3. You got it. Come on. Oh, his team got male cheerleader. You're a 69er. Oh, Gary, a gay ass 69er. I knew it. I can tell by the white shit dripping from your lip in your avatar. I thought that was milk, but I never seen milk that thick before. And I know you don't lotion your teeth, or do you lotion your gums? Oh yeah, I'm on. Matter of fact, let me knock this down. So Barry, here's to you, bruh. You're gonna have a bad day today. This motherfucker got his chest hairs braided. This motherfucker got French braided ass hairs, and when he shit, it rips apart, and he get the hollering. Ah! Oh, this motherfucker was a witch for Halloween, but sat on the wrong end of the broom. Oh shit. Oh, fruit cocktail. Literally cocktail. Cock in your tail. Fruit cock in your tail. Grapes. You got grapes and shit. This motherfucker. He got a homemade face mask. Not the Halloween mask, but you know the mask to tighten up your face and get rid of the wrinkles. He skeet in his hand and wipe it on his face. This motherfucker blow cum bubbles after gay sex. This motherfucker got a ruler measurement on his tongue to see how much dick he can take. Matter of fact, where's mine at? So he go to the tattoo shop and they tattoo about like 12 inches on his tongue, and he can measure how much dick he take every date he go on. Oh yeah, Lunatic is in motherfucking effect. Let's go. Let's play these games called Cap on You. Let's go. Man, that motherfucker, boy. I ain't never met a motherfucker to go down on his chick and get her pregnant. He got a tongue like a turkey baster. Y'all ever seen a turkey baster look like a big ass syringe? He got a tongue like a turkey baster, bruh. This motherfucker could lick his whole face in one lick. Yo, she, what it is? Salute. Thank you for pulling up, man, for real. Why you disappear? Hey, come on, Barry, come on back. I like to play with my food. Come on. I'm kind of like in the wild, bro. I like getting out there. I like playing with that motherfucker before I attack. Right now, I'm just playing with you. Come on, Barry, don't run. Don't tuck your tail. If you could stick your tail in your ass, you'll run around fucking yourself. There we go. Bruh, you need to go back to school, bruh. Your vernacular is horrible. I'm telling you, it's like you fresh off the boat, bruh. FOB for real. And you know what? And the crazy thing is, you can't proofread what you say when you talk, but you can proofread what you type, right? What the fuck is you trying to say, bruh? First off, tell me something good, and I can it. I can it. And I can it. You can tell you something good and you can it. Bruh, I'm gonna have to put you in timeout, bruh, because I think a Rubik's Cube is too complicated for you. You gotta start off with like jacks or marbles. You can start off with marbles. I think you do good with marbles. You know what I mean? It doesn't take any kind of brain activity. And right now I think you have the mental capacity of a motherfucking dried nut. So yeah, bro, I'm gonna have to I thought I was gonna have some kind of competition here. Tomorrow, what's the deal, man? Salute. He said, tell your mama he won his wife beater back. You heard, like, hey, Barry, you see, hey, welcome to the cap off, y'all. Hey, 103 of y'all watching. Be ready to be, are you not entertained? Let's go. I wish I had a ding, 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 like a boxing bell, boy. That's what it sounds like when that motherfucker pats his head. Ding, 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 ding. That nigga empty-headed. That motherfucker headbutt concrete motherfucking walls. That motherfucker face look like he shaved with bricks. That motherfucker be sliding the roaches down the linoleum in the kitchen. You know what I mean? This motherfucker got a miniature boxing ring made from thread and toothpicks and got these motherfuckers fighting. This motherfucker named the cockroaches in his house, bruh. How you get... No cockroach has a name Joe, bruh. You named him Joe, and here's John. Matter of fact, you started giving him biblical names. Here's Joshua. Here's Jonah. Jonah, what are you doing, Jonah? Stay away from the sink. You're gonna drown. Moses, stop it. You gotta lead your people north. Come on, Jonah. Quit playing. Don't you make me go get John. You know, 3 minutes and 16 seconds away from kicking your ass. Oh my God. James Verbal, strawberry, berry. You know what strawberry is? This NWA said they told you back in the 80s what a strawberry was. Strawberry was the neighborhood hoe. This motherfucker sell ass for Raider tickets. Preseason Raider tickets, though. He sell ass for preseason Raider tickets. The cheapest shit on earth. This. Oh, no. This motherfucker be at the flea market selling butt. He got a whole folding table with different butt. He said, this is the 4th of July butt. I got Thanksgiving butt. Here's the all green St. Patrick's Day butt. Here's the furry Easter butt. And then on Christmas, I got the red and green. Valentine's Day, there's a rose sticking out the butt. Covered in chocolate. This nigga got on he got a chocolate covered butt on Valentine's Day with a rose stick with a dozen roses sticking out the ass. Boy, I know them thorns got your innards hurt. Innards. For those that don't know what innards are your intestinal area in your abdomen. This motherfucker. I'm gonna quit, y'all. That's enough. That's enough, bro. I don't want to get on Barry. Hey, Barry picked the lint off a carpet and eat it. Barry picks the lint out of carpet and roll it up and eat that shit. Almost like how Minshew do boogers. Oh my goodness. This motherfucker Barry took a cockroach, let it crawl in his ear to see if he could communicate. Say something, Jonah. Jonah, say something. You didn't like being in the well? Whisper to me, Jonah. He hear the cockroach going, psh, 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 psh. I hear you whispering, but I can't make it out. Somebody, does anybody know cockroach? Oh my goodness. He likes sitting on pumpkins. He likes sitting on broomsticks, toilet plungers. What else he likes sitting on? He likes sitting on candles. Look, this motherfucker light a candle and sit on it, and for Halloween, he's a jack-o'-lantern when he open his mouth. All the light come out and shit. This motherfucker's a human jack-o'-lantern. Light a candle and sit on it and smile. In his high school graduation photo, he was like, oh. Barry think he bougie. He jack off with his pinky out. Barry jack off with his finger out like he bougie and shit.
I'm out of time. There you go. There you go.
All right, y'all. Y'all have fun. Hey, this is Thursday, tomorrow, Friday. I will be back. Same Raider time, same Raider channel. Hopefully, some more depth pieces, competition pieces are added. Like I said, I don't want to spend top dollar. Maybe a wide receiver, a nice one that ain't too old to be a number one, but we can grab one in the draft. Maybe we'll go early with McMillan, or maybe you get lucky and Travis Hunter falls to you. But with that being said, man, you guys enjoy your Thursday. Be safe. Watch out for Barry in a dark alley with a handful of KY, because it's going to be curtains if you run into him. With that being said, man, you guys enjoy your day. Be safe. And once again, for those that don't know, Raiders have went out and signed a free agent today. It is free agent running back Raheem. Formerly of the Miami Dolphins last season, played in 13 games, 85 carries, 278 total yards with a 3.3 yard per carry average and 2 touchdowns, has signed with the Las Vegas Raiders. 1 year, $2.1 million. Good way to fill out the roster with depth and competition, and a veteran that knows Chip Kelly's system from his 49er days. With that being said, I'm Lunatik Raider. This is Raiders Allegiance. You have been watching the Lunatik Raider Show. And I got all one thing about this thing. Here Barry and then what? And shout out to Lunatic. There's a Barry. You guys enjoy your day, man. Lunatic Raider, and I'm out this. B-I-H.